Hello, hello. Welcome to Simply You 100 podcast. My name is Fadzai and I am your host. I just want to say thank you so much for tuning into this podcast whereby we encourage each other to build our own personal relationship with the Lord. So, with every topic shared on this podcast or the prayers on this podcast, the main aim behind it all is that it encourages you and I to build our own personal relationship with the Lord. So you walk with Jehovah, you hear from Jehovah, He directs your path, and He releases His wisdom upon your life. So today I have come with another topic. And these days I realized that God is just speaking to me with various situations, circumstances. Well, it is the season that I am in, and I embrace it until God moves me to another season. So let's get into today's episode. The topic is He is Jehovah who loves and carries you. So one day at work, I was clearing the binding machine, the one to bind paperwork and all the stuff. But it was filled with tiny pieces of paper. So I picked up the machine, I could carry it in my hands, and carried it to the small bin which is in the office. However, smaller pieces of paper also landed on the carpet. Even though the cleaner would come later on in the night, I just didn't like how it looked like, and I would have to spend the whole day just looking at those tiny pieces of paper. Yet I could pick the pieces of paper up myself, and I just figured out why not. So I started to pick up the pieces of paper bit by bit. And as I was picking those pieces of paper, at one moment I actually wanted to stop because I was like, what have I really gotten myself into? But then I kept on going until eventually everything was in the bin and the carpet around that area was clean. So the end goal, the carpet was clean. So it got me thinking, that is how life is for us. Every day we are dealing with stuff like those tiny pieces of paper. At one time, life can feel overwhelming, and you start to ask, when will this end? It does not help at all when you hear people say, oh, it's like this because you have not done this for God. Or they say things like this, I prayed for that, seems like you have not prayed. But in your heart, you know you love God. In your heart, you know God is your all. In your heart, you know you have cried unto God. In your heart, you know you're seeking God earnestly. In your heart, you know you've been praying to God. But still, life is feeling a little bit overwhelming. Sometimes you are happy, filled with so much joy. And God says, see my son or my daughter. And then the devil steps in, like in the case of Job. You are faced with situations suddenly you do not understand and you cannot explain. Sometimes you might feel like giving up. Some might say, what is life then? Why are we doing all this? I did all my best, but see what happened. As you're listening right now, you still have to pick those pieces of paper. You still have to keep on going. Someone said, well, I woke up. That means I still have to live, which is true. Remember that God is watching you. Jehovah is with you. To live is unto the glory of God. To die is to go and be with Jehovah when you know you're in the right standing with Jehovah. Isaiah 46 verse 4, King James Version says, "And even to your old age I am He, and even to hoar hairs will I carry you. I have made, and I will bear. Even I will carry and will deliver you." So whatever it is that is happening in your life at this moment, Jehovah says He will carry you. He is Jehovah who loves you. He is Jehovah who carries you. Psalm 68 verse 5 says, "A father of the fatherless and a judge of the widows is God in His holy habitation." Jehovah is our Father. He loves us. He is a good, good Father. As you are listening, do not do this life on your own or depend it totally on people. Rather, call unto the loving Jehovah, and He will carry you. Matthew 11, verse 28 to 30, the King James Version says, "Come unto me, O ye that labor and are heavy laden, and I will give you rest. Take my yoke upon you, and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your souls. For my yoke is easy, and my burden is light." In concluding, I want to say to you, eventually the pieces of paper all went into the bin. We are living in this life filled with different things, but eventually this life will end. Our main goal, our main aim after all of this is for us to be with Jehovah. As I have mentioned, to live is unto the glory of God. To die is to go and be with Jehovah when you know you're in the right standing with Him. When God says it's your time, that's what I am referring to. So as you listen into today's episode, as you have listened, let God carry you. He says He will carry you. So let Him carry you through this life, for He loves you. And He's the one who knows everything. For He created you and I. He created the leaders of the nations where we are. He created the pastors. He created that person whom you say it's so hard, they are not understanding. Why not let God carry you and take over from you? Share with your family and friends. Until next time, subscribe from every channel you're listening to. It is bye for now. Have a blessed week.